Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm bringing you the combo video that I said that I would be bringing you guys earlier when I showcased you my version of the Branded Despia deck profile for the June 2022 format. So if you haven't seen that video, here's just a very quick run through of what my deck looks like. Very standard to most of the Branded Despia decks that you will be seeing, even the extra deck. So like I said in the earlier video, first combo number one is when you start with Branded Fusion and a card to discard. And the second combo is when you start off with Aluber and a card to discard. And I'll be going through in depth about the differences in the sequences of play and why you gain slightly bit more advantage when you start off with Aluber. Let's go. So this is going to be the first combo that I'm going to be showing you, where you start off with Branded Fusion and a card to discard. And then what I'm going to be doing with the combo is my opponent's going to be starting off. They're going to be active in effect, and I'm going to show the interruptions that you can do on your opponent's turn. Now, for the sake of this video, don't mind too much about the opponent that I'm playing. It's just for the sake of this video. I've not configured the EDOPro settings to have a different opponent, unfortunately. But yeah, let's get into the first combo. So we start off with one Branded Infusion. You're just gonna activate it. If your opponent doesn't ask you, you're good to go. And literally, you're just gonna be getting rid of your Desperate Tragedy, your Fallen of Alba, summoning your Lubellion, and then two effects are gonna go off here: Lubellion Chainlink 1, Desperate Tragedy Chainlink 2. The reason being is because if they haven't asked your Branded Fusion, like I said before, they haven't got an Ash, so you can activate your Branded Infusion with no fear as Chainlink 2. But also, if you had like Lubellion Chainlink 2 and they like Cyframe Gear Gamma you, your turn would pretty much just end because there's not much more you'd do, and you'd probably have to scoop because you would lose the duel. So yeah, Chainlink 1, discard, and Desperate Tragedy. We'll go off with adding you Aluber to your hand. And then yeah, Rebellion, shuffle itself back in, Fallen of Albaz back into the main deck, and it's going to be summoning Mirror Jade. And then you have a normal summon, so you're going to normal summon your Aluber. And then with your Aluber, you're going to be adding Branded in Red to your hand. And that's pretty much it. You're going to be setting Branded in Red, and that's your turn done. That's all pretty much you're going to do when you start with Branded Fusion, sorry. So then your opponent's going to start off. They're going to go into the main phase, and they're going to put normal summon a monster. Don't mind the opponent. It's just showcasing you what you can do. So they'll normal summon a monster. It could be anything. Prankage, it could be Sorsol Moye, it could be like a Drytron. Could be anything. Literally, they'll normal summon a monster, activate the monster's effect. And this is where you can do your interruption. So the first one is obviously Branded in Red, which is going to be Chainlink 2 in the chain. And you're going to be adding back Desperate Tragedy to your hand. And then obviously you're going to chain your Mirror Jade as well. And your Mirror Jade is going to send Foolish Burial, your Albion the Branded Dragon, from your extra deck to your graveyard. And then you're going to be able to, non-targeting, banish a monster that your opponent controls, which in this case is going to be Aluber. Then Branded in Red is going to add back Desperate Tragedy. And then you're going to be able to use this to fusion summon Guardian Chimera using Mirror Jade, Fallen of Albaz, and Desperate Tragedy. You're going to banish obviously all three of them and summon your Guardian Chimera. Guardian Chimera is really cool because the number of material you use from the hand dictates how many numbers you can draw. So if you use 2 from the hand, then you can draw 2. And the number of monsters you use from the field as material, that's how many pops that you get. Now, because our opponent hasn't got anything on the field for us to pop, we don't get the advantage of drawing. So they need to have something for you to, in order to pop, for you to gain the draw advantage. And then obviously because our Desperate Tragedy has been banished, we had to add Aluber back to our hand. Well, it's going to be Aluber that you're going to be adding to your hand, which is just really good follow-up play. And that's pretty much it. What you can do on your opponent's turn. Just summon our Guardian Chimera. You're going to be able to pop a couple of things on the field, draw 2 cards, in addition to obviously the 5 cards that you would have usually started off with in your opening hand. And then you can just like snowball that way. Now, this is the combo that you would be doing with Branded Fusion. So the next combo I'm going to be showing you guys is where you start off with Aluber. Hey guys, so this is combo number 2 where you start with Aluber. With Aluber, you get a great deal more advantage than you would if you were starting off with Branded Fusion. So it does slightly change the sequencing of plays that you do within your line of play. So yeah, let's get into it. So you start off with the Aluber, you normal summon it, activate its effect, and it's going to add you your Branded Fusion. And then you're going to go ahead and use your Branded Fusion. You're going to be ditching Despian Tragedy and Fallen of Albans, and you're going to be summoning your Lubellion. And like in the previous combo, Lubellion Chainlink 1, um, Despian Tragedy Chainlink 2, Nibiru is there just for the sake of discard, fodder really. Despian Tragedy is going to add you your Ad Libitum. That's where the combo slightly changes. You add Ad Libitum, which is a broken card, and then your Chainlink 1 is going to be your Lubellion, which is going to summon your Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon. Now, Ad Libitum is a ridiculous card because if it's used as fusion material from the hand or field, not from the deck, hand or field, you can special summon a level 8 or higher fusion monster from your graveyard or one that is banished. So it's a ridiculously powerful card, and you'll see its utility within this part of the combo. Now with Mirror Jade, it has this effect where if you ditch from your, or Foolish Burial, I should say, from your extra deck to the graveyard to banish one of your opponent's monsters, you can't use that particular effect next turn. But that stipulation, that ruling, is based on the physical copy of Mirror Jade, not the card, not itself, but the physical copy of the card. So what we're going to do is we're going to activate Mirror Jade's effect. We're going to Foolish Burial our Albion the Branded Dragon from the extra deck, and then we're going to banish our own monster, which is our Aluber. And on the end phase, Albion is going to set us branded red. And that's why we do it. So on our opponent's turn, they're going to normal summon or, special summon a monster. For the sake of this video, it's just like ourselves that we're playing against. And yeah, they're just going to normal summon, activate effect, and then we're going to pretty much do what we did, similar to the last combo. We're going to chain our branded red, add back our Despian Tragedy to our hand, and what we're going to do now is we are going to just leave it with unbranded red, and we're going to fusion summon using Mirror Jade from the field, Ad Libitum, and Despian Tragedy from the hand. So 2 materials from the hand, 1 from the field, and we are going to summon our Guardian Chimera. Now 3 effects are going to go off here. So the first one that we are going to do is we're going to have Guardian Chimera as Chainlink 1. Now what Guardian Chimera does is that the number of materials you use from the hand, that's how many you can draw. Number of materials you use from the field, that's how many you can pop. Chainlink 2, we've got Ad Libitum. Because it's been banished and used as fusion material, you can special summon a level 8 or higher fusion monster. And then Chainlink 3 is going to be our Despian Tragedy. So Despian Tragedy is going to add Ad Libitum, Aluber, my bad. And Chainlink 2 is going to be Ad Libitum, which is going to bring back our Mirror Jade, the Ice Blade Dragon, which is no longer under the previous effect of we can't do it next turn because it's a new physical copy of the card, technically. And then we have our Guardian Chimera that's going to go off, which is going to draw 2 cards, pop a card on the field. And this is pretty much the advantage that we get when starting off with Aluber. So you get to draw 2 cards, pop a card on the field, and let's not forget, you've got a 3000 attack monster plus a 3300 attack monster. That's just going to blow your opponent away. Your opponents are going to really struggle to get over this. And also, Mirror Jade's not activated, well, can activate its effect to send, for example, Albion, Branded Dragon, and then you get to non-target banish one of your opponent's monsters. So that's where the combo is slightly better starting off with Aluber than it is with Branded Fusion. So those are the two combos that I wanted to showcase you guys. Those are the main two bread and butter combos that you will be doing with Branded Fusion. As usual, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. And if you got any comments and opinions on how I can probably do the combos slightly differently, please do leave it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching.